Hello all my dear student friends. Welcome to this session. We are studying the subject power engineering and refrigeration. And now we are going to start the fourth unit, gas turbines. So what is a turbine? What is a gas turbine? We have already studied the engines and we have seen that engine is nothing but a power producing device. It can be used as a prime mover. Turbine is also a power producing device. Turbine can also be used as a prime mover, but turbine is a rotary type of prime mover. So turbine is nothing but a rotary type of prime mover, and gas turbine is nothing but a rotary type of thermal prime mover. So when we say gas turbine, it means it is a thermal prime mover. That means the exhaust gases which are coming out from the combustion chamber, they are used in the turbine. So these exhaust gases are having very high temperature and very high pressure. So these high temperature, high pressure exhaust gases expand in the turbine and thereby produce the mechanical power. So turbine, as it is shown that it is a rotary type of thermal prime mover. So since turbine is a prime mover, it will produce some mechanical work, mechanical power is produced, or the WT is supposed to be the work produced by the turbine. And this work is produced by the expansion of the gases, and these gases leave the turbine after expansion. So these gases having high temperature and high pressure are coming out from the combustion chamber. So since we are having the high temperature gases, so the temperature of these gases is increased in the combustion chamber. Fuel is supplied in the combustion chamber, fuel is burned in the combustion chamber in the presence of the air. So there is an explosion, there is a burning of the fuel, and due to that the temperature of the gases increase tremendously. At the same time the pressure is also very high. So this high pressure, high temperature gases, they are bombarded, they are impinged on the turbine blades, and thereby the turbine will rotate. So the kinetic energy of the gases is imparted to the turbine and the turbine start rotating. And before that the pressure energy of the gases is converted into kinetic energy, and then this kinetic energy of the gases is imparted to the turbine. So as we have seen that in the combustion chamber the temperature of the gases is increased tremendously, but at the same time before increasing the temperature we are also increasing the pressure of the exhaust gases by using a compressor. So before combustion the air is compressed in the compressor, and after compression then the air is entering inside the combustion chamber, and from the combustion chamber the gases, the exhaust gases, they go to the turbine, they expand in the turbine and they produce the power. Now the power required to drive the compressor is taken from the turbine itself. The turbine itself will drive the compressor. So the work of compression WC is given to the compressor by the turbine, and thereby the compressor will compress the air which is supplied to the combustion chamber and ultimately from the combustion chamber to the turbine. But at the beginning the turbine is not running, then how the compressor will work? So for that purpose a starter is provided to the compressor, and at the initial condition before the starting of the turbine the compressor will be operated by the starter motor, and the starter motor will supply the work of compression for some time till the turbine start producing power sufficient to drive the compressor, and afterwards the starter motor will be stopped and the compressor will be driven by the turbine itself. So partial power which is produced by the turbine is utilized by the compressor. So the power which we can obtain from the turbine is the net power, net work W net, and that is equal to WT minus WC, right? So whatever power is produced by the turbine, some of this power is utilized to compress the air. So all this power is not available at the output, maybe for producing the electricity in the generator. So the net work or the net power which is produced by the turbine can be supplied to the generator, and the generator can produce the electric power. So in this way the compressor will utilize some of the energy, and here you will find that the air is entering inside the compressor, it gets compressed in the compressor, and then it goes to the combustion chamber. So in short, this is the construction and working of the open cycle gas turbine. So though we have studied the construction and working of the open cycle gas turbine, but we have studied in the reverse manner, and you cannot write this way in the examination. In order to write the construction and working of the gas turbine, especially the open cycle gas turbine, in the examination, you have to follow this particular procedure and this particular method. So according to that, now once again let us study the construction and working of the open cycle gas turbine. So this is a compressor. So the compressor is started by the compressor. Initially the starter motor will run the compressor, and the air from the atmosphere will enter inside the compressor, and this air will then go to the combustion chamber. The compressed air goes to the combustion chamber. In the combustion chamber the fuel is supplied, and the fuel burns. Air is also entering, compressed air is entering inside the combustion chamber, and the air and the fuel is present. So the combustion of the fuel takes place, and here we get very high temperature. High pressure is already there, but this pressure is further increased in the combustion chamber, and coming out of the combustion chamber is the gas jet of very high pressure and high temperature. Now we are using the nozzles to increase the velocity of the jet of the gases. So the pressure energy is converted into kinetic energy of the gases, and these gases having high kinetic energy are impinged or bombarded on the turbines of the blade, and therefore the blades of the turbine start rotating. So these gases having the high kinetic energy, they are impinged or bombarded on the blades of the turbine, and the turbine start rotating, and the turbine will produce the mechanical power. So due to the rotation of the turbine blades and the complete turbine assembly, you will find that power is produced, because the expansion of the gases takes place inside the turbine. The pressure energy gets converted into kinetic energy due to the expansion of the exhaust gases, and the expanded exhaust gases will leave the turbine, and thus giving us the mechanical work or mechanical power. So the mechanical work WT is given by the turbine, but part of this work is utilized in driving the compressor. A considerable amount of this work which is obtained from the turbine is utilized for driving the compressor. So the work WC is utilized for driving the compressor, and the net power, remaining power, is available at the turbine as the output power, and that is mostly used by the generator. The generator is driven by the turbine, and the generator will produce the electric energy. So in this way electricity can be produced by the turbine, or we can also utilize the energy of the turbine, the mechanical power of the turbine, for other applications. Our turbine can also be used as a prime mover. So this is nothing but the construction and the working of the gas turbine. Thank you, my dear friends.